Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Man, submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation meets opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go, Cutter! Go, Cutter! Go, Cutter!
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker set to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Detroit. Other side. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Ayuk going to go in motion right.
South salad.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Pollard. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Timberland.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now Jones. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Dom Capers. Apple.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. From the 44, Jones. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Biggie.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Ladybug. Great.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Second down, Pollard again. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And now an audible here into something else. Play action. Now Jackson. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Detroit Johnson. Rita. Bama.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Got London on a slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Other side.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Here's Pollard again. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think?
Okay, here we go.
Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete to Freiermuth. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. The Raiders at 6-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Jones. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now third down and 7.
Timberland. Ladybug. Great.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Jones now. Off play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Rita. Bama.
They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Raiders 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones looking to change the play. And London motioning left. And caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Now London motioning left. Pierce now up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Great.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Hey, middle.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Raiders 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Apple.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Timberland.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Bama.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Jones off the play fake. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Here we go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Up, go.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Right through the uprights.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running right, it's Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give to Pollard running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
shift.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They toss it down to Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On third down, it's Pollard, and he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up fourth down.
You are X. You are X. You.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That is caught by Mims. And he'll be out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after that. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ayuk goes in motion. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, You keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fly shift to Cruz. South salad, south salad, south, south.
They'll look to throw again. Delivers another one to Pierce. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ayuk goes in motion. Here's Jones. Off play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Ayuk goes in motion. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now here's Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Raiders 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Okay, here we go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. Timberland, 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 Timberland.
Off play action. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 202 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final.